I think super well deserved. A guy that kind of does everything, hard to play against, good offensively, kind of helps your game all over. I know he did that for our under 23 team. He was a big piece of that, so super well deserved.
Connor.
So like win 6 weeks in a row, not just to do that, but do it in a season to look over in the middle of November.
Yeah, it's certainly fun to be a part of. It was, as you said, it was looking a little bleak there for a while, but I think our room always kind of believed in what we were doing, believed in each other. Unfortunately, kind of getting ourselves off the mat has been a trait that we've used over the last couple of years. Think about when we acquired Tiff and we're kind of in a tough spot and we go on a great run to get into the playoffs. And last year we were kind of a bubble playoff team until we traded for Matthias Ekholm, and so our group has been in tough spots and we've worked our way out, and we still got a long way to go though.
Connor, I know you always.
Mike.
Oh, yeah, after.
How did you overcome that now? After 2001, everybody was thinking, you guys are 20 points out.
Yeah, I think we just became very short-sighted. Our goal was to get back to 500 by Christmas. Once you get back to 500, then it's a little bit more. And I think we became very short-sighted, and I think that's kind of allowed us to forget about the playoff race or the standings or anything like that, and just kind of focus on what we were doing. And ultimately, obviously, it's shown that it works, and it's something that will stay focused.
Connor, it's Darlene's third All-Star in a row. Just curious your perspective on what it's like playing him.
Yeah, he's a player that's just getting better and better as he's going. He's added kind of a physical element to his game. Obviously, offensively, he's as gifted as you'll see on the back end, and he's just a great player. I mean, that's why we picked him.
What can you say about the win on Friday yesterday? What do you think about Vancouver? How was this team?
Yeah, Vancouver's a great team. They're great. We obviously don't have to play them lots and lots over the years, and you knew they were a team that was always going to figure it out, and obviously this year they have. And obviously adding Lindholm to the fold helps a lot. He's a great player. Makes him that much better.
Beyond winning a Stanley Cup, obviously, what are the individual benchmarks of their magic numbers for beyond maybe like 1,000 points down the games?
That's a good question. I think that's a very personal question. I think everyone has different goals, has different aspirations of what to do in this league. For some guys, it's just great to be in the league, and that's a great thing too. It's a tough league to make. It's even tougher league to stay in. It's a even harder league to thrive in, and I think that is completely subjective.
For you, I mean, you're in a different trajectory than most. Do you have numbers in your head? You want to get to?
No, I don't. For me, like you said, it's about winning, and that's kind of.
How different is it to have fewer personal numbers and everyone would say you're having a better season because you're more
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I try not to listen to the noise. It's part of what our team went through. I think everybody was listening to the noise, and as soon as we were able to tune that out, we could just get back to playing our game, and I try to do that with my own personal game as well. It might not be the most offensively sexy year, but I think we're doing a lot of good things. I feel good about my game. I feel good about where I'm at, and I feel good about our group.
How much is it just maturity and how much is it conscious decisions that you had to be more of a 200?
Yeah, I think that's always been the knock on me. I'll say is I'm not a 200-foot player. I think I've always tried and worked to be a defensive guy. Obviously, offensively, things just come a little bit easier. Defensively, has always been a little bit more work, and I feel good about where I'm at offensively. Yeah.
How much have you seen of Liam Carlson's rookie year?
Yeah, he's been a great player. I don't know too much about him. Obviously, kind of battled an injury there, I think. So, but he seems like he's going to be a great player in this league for a long time.
You took Reinhardt into the draft. Like all teams, kind of season that he had.
Yeah, he's again, just like kind of a do everything guy. You know, solid defensively. Like you said, he's amazing on the power play in that bumper spot. We'll get a power play on Saturday. I'm sure we'll have him out there. Yeah, just a great player. And happy to see him having so much success here.
Playing with guys you usually don't get a chance to play with, I guess, how appealing is that? And you actually get to pick the guys.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. You know, I've come to this All-Star game now for my seventh time. I've never gotten to play with a guy like Pasternak. You know, that's exciting to me. It's always fun to get to play with new guys. And obviously, coming to an event like this with the best of the best, it's fun.
When it comes to face-offs in the league, how much attention you pay, how close attention you pay to specific linesmen, tendencies, maybe when you can and get away with it? It seems like sometimes guys don't know why they're getting thrown out.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends on night to night, which is where I think maybe some of the frustration lies with some guys. You know, but ultimately they're there to do a job and just drop the puck. And as centermen, it's important to win faceoffs. We take them seriously in Edmonton. Something I've worked at for a long time, and I try to take a lot of pride in faceoffs. I think it's a big part of the game. You know, so I think it can vary from night to night on how they're calling it, or what another guy's doing, or you know, kind of whatever.
How do you like, get an explanation when you get picked up? Because sometimes it feels like guys have no idea. Like sometimes it's the winger maybe, but like, do you get explanations, or is it just sort of move on?
I think more times than not, centermen know why they've been kicked out. Don't always agree with it, which is inevitable, but you know, yeah.
Connor, how badly do you want to play in the Olympics in 2 years, especially with some of the talent that you've never got a chance to play with?
Yeah, extremely badly want to play in the Olympics. I've been vocal about that. I think everybody knows where I stand. I would say that a lot of other guys, kind of in my age group, would feel the same way. You know, I think about the U23 team. A lot of guys that are here. You know, Nate. You know, guys like Cale McCarr and Jack Eichel and Austin, and you know, all these guys that haven't had a chance to represent their country at a best on best. I think it's something that we're all hungry to do.
And then, how much of the PWHL have you been able to watch, and what are your initial thoughts on that league?
Yeah, it's something that we always have in our room. It's been great to see. Super entertaining. The hockey's been great. It's great to see them doing so well.
How can they go from like a showcase at All-Star Weekend to a staple of hockey?
What's that, sir?
How can they go from being showcased at All-Star Weekend to just being a staple of professional hockey?
That's a great question, and there's people a lot smarter than me that are going to figure that out. You know, but I think the product is just getting better and better, and inevitably that's going to cause you know, the attention of the sport to grow and grow, and I think it's a great thing.
What was your reaction when you heard about the Elias Lindholm trade to the Canucks? Obviously, it's a win now move for a team that's tied at top of the standings, and a team that beat you guys 3 times earlier in the year.
Yeah, obviously it's expected. They're a team that's at the very top of the standings at the All-Star break. So of course they're going to trade and make moves, and of course Lindholm is a great piece. He's going to make them better.
So you're trying to have fun at an All-Star weekend, but how big in your mind is to that you guys have a chance in history? You may never have that chance again.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe not. But it's trying to stay focused on the things in front of me here. But it'll be exciting. It's exciting to get that opportunity. 17 is obviously a number that is not reached very many times, or only reached once. So for our group to have a chance to do that on Tuesday is exciting.
Circling back to the women's league, is there some of the rules that they implement in the league that you might be interested in seeing in the NHL? For instance, the point system is different. You go 3-2-1 for a reaction point.
Yeah.
You have the jailbreaker too. If you score in the PK, your player get out of jail.
Oh, really? I like that rule. That's a cool rule. The point system is interesting. Yeah. But it's something that I haven't put much thought into. It's cool to see it implemented in that league and see how it kind of works. And if you make our league better, great. If not, I think our league's pretty great already.
Would it be bad for players? Like the point system?
I don't know too much about it, but I mean, I'm sure it would. Sure, it wouldn't help. No.
Did you hear what Will Arnett just said?
What did he say?
He said it's already a coaching controversy. He was wearing a Maple Leafs hat. Do you have to consider a coaching change?
I noticed that. I thought maybe he could have changed it, or we could have maybe brought him one. But you know, he's proud of being from Toronto. He's proud to be a Leafs fan, and you can't fault the guy in that. He's definitely passionate.
Did you think about taking Marner in that situation?
It crossed our mind. But ultimately, we feel good about our picks.
On the Oilers, Stu's playing great for you guys, but what else has changed, like with the team, whether it's system or compete, or what's been the biggest difference for him, especially cutting down the chances?
Well, I think obviously Stu's been great. I think all 6 D-men have played really, really well. We're playing obviously a little bit of a different system in the D zone. It looks a little more, certainly feels less chaotic, a little calmer. Seem to be giving up less from kind of the dangerous areas, which is obviously a good thing. And I think the penalty kill has been great. I think it's maybe one of our most underrated pieces of our game. Our penalty kill has been fantastic. So yeah.
Do you feel like
Everybody says that the game is getting faster year after year. You're a big part of that, obviously bringing that speed. But can you picture how much faster the game can even get with the years, with the development of either technology or the training of the kids? And at what point does the brain and the legs can go together to create more speed?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. The game is getting faster and faster. You can certainly feel it on the ice. Everybody can skate out there, you know, top to bottom. Everybody can skate. You can't really. It's hard to play in this league anymore if you're not a great skater. So certainly getting faster. You ask if it can get faster, and what I'm sure it will. The development of the gear and the kids seem to be starting younger and younger and being more and more passionate about it. I could see it going. It's always going to keep getting better. I think what impresses me is just the power that he plays with. I think he's always been that powerful skater, but now to do that and be producing the way he is, and he brings a physical element to the game as well. It's been super impressive. Obviously, we know in Edmonton firsthand just how good he is. He's a special player, and he's having a great year. It's the best feeling ever when you're moving at a great clip and the game still feels slow, and it's the best feeling. I mean, that's when you're at your absolute best. And obviously, he's found a rhythm in his game, and he's feeling good about himself as he should, and he's playing great hockey. I think we have a few rookie cards saved up, but I don't have any teammates.
Not as of right now.
No, not as of right now. Oh, I mean, obviously Leo. Hard not to go with him. Maybe a Stuart Skinner card.
You've been performing in front of crowds on that ice, right? This is quite a different thing tonight. Like, what's it like when you be on stage, out of your element a little?
Yeah.
Who did you get to meet that you wouldn't normally get to meet? That was kind of fun.
Yeah, obviously it's a little different for us, as you mentioned, but it was fun to be a part of. Not every day you get to draft a team out of the best players in the world. But Leo and I had a really good time with Will Arnett. He's a great guy. Made it fun for us. He was super entertaining, so it was fun to be up there with those two.
What's different? Different direction here. We're in Toronto, hometown. Top 3 favorite Toronto athletes of all time.
3 Toronto athletes of all time, like born in Toronto or played in Toronto? Played in Toronto. I'm gonna go with Gary Roberts. We'll go with Vladdy Guerrero. We'll go with Kawhi Leonard.